What is up, foolish people? How you guys doing today? I am here and I'm joined by the beautiful, the wonderful, the amazing, the slightly, sometimes, periodically chaotic and psychotic Jet
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I love him, but I would not call him beautiful or whatnot. No, he's anything but that. But what is that, everybody? Mauricio, like, is this Jet's pick? This doesn't count as Jet's pick, but what's gonna happen tonight is all due to Jet. It's all because of her. Just so you know, I didn't go out there looking for something that's called Butt Boy. But I gotta tell you,
you didn't go out looking for butt.
I did not come out looking for butt. The only butt I come out looking for is yours, Jet, and even so, I would not put the word butt boy in there at any point. But anyways, guys, at 9:45, Corey's gonna be starting. Usually we put on there he's gonna be starting at 9:15, but apparently he has the Maverick screening, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, you ever forget that like we're almost 6 months into this year already? Like,
yeah.
My ass is over here just thinking like, man, the year just started, and they're surely getting a lot of movies. And I'm just like, wait, we're almost halfway through this year.
Pretty much, yeah. But the thing is, like, we've been waiting so long for Top Gun Maverick that I just never thought it was ever going to come out, to be honest. Like, this is a movie. And by the way, people, I'm not entirely sure if this is what, Corey is watching right now. I could be wrong, so, I don't know. But, yeah, dude, I'm surprised that anybody gives a fuck about this, to be honest, because there's no way this movie is going to do anything that is not, like, the same shit that you already saw in, like, the first Top Gun. It's about airplanes. Whoa, it's fucking really fast and high in the air, man. Like, it's not like, I don't even like Avengers and Marvel and shit, but at least, like, someone can have superpowers or they can do something crazy. Nothing like that can possibly happen in this universe that they've made for themselves. It just, I don't know. But are you gonna be watching this as a Dolby Digital or whatever with your family, Jet? Does anybody care in your house?
No.
Good, because I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were gonna say that your mom actually cares. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because we did watch Uncharted, and we probably should have watched Jackass #4. Or whatever the fuck. Jackass
you
Forever.
son of a bitch.
What? Thank you for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate this. That was Wolfman. Oh, yeah, Wolfman, actually. He was over there in the other call, in the Double Toasted chat. Like, where the fuck is Double Toasted, man? What the back? But, yeah, they'll be starting soon, man. Hopefully that can entertain you and keep you over here chilling with me. But if you want your words to be read, you got to come over here in the chat attack. Twitch chat. So come on in here, make your presence known, and I'll definitely be talking to you in our chat. You can even complain. I want to see your stupid face, Nick. You and these fucking plaid shirts. How many plaid shirts do you have? God damn it. But here he is. He's here. Nice.
They want to see me because I'm Zach Galifianakis.
That's true. When are you gonna change that? But cause that actually looks too good with the hair in the back and everything too. It's like that might actually be your new default, like forever.
No, I'm gonna change it back to the original pretty soon.
Okay, until we watch another dumbass movie.
I mean, I could change it to a picture of a butt, but we'd be banned off Twitch.
You know what? Actually, I couldn't. So the name of the movie is actually not one word, but I had to make it one word because Twitch was like, "Don't you try and put butt in the title?" So yeah, kind of crazy that we almost got in trouble for that, just for butt. But anyways, yeah, good old butt boy. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but yeah, I do want to talk about those still, like these movies. Top Gun. Because there's a lot of movies coming out right now, lots of like trailers and things like that too. Like Men just came out. Corey didn't review that. Bob's Burgers, people are getting screenings to already, but like that's coming out next week. And then we got Top Gun, and there's a lot of movies. Oh, and another Downton Abbey that's actually having Dolby Digital screenings for some boring shit like that. So I'm like, dude, like there's a lot of stuff coming out. Do you feel like people are kind of like tripping over their own dicks a little bit, Jet, or no?
I thought Downton Abbey was a TV show.
It is, but they made like a cinematic adaptation, and I think that the one that's out right now, like in theaters, I think it's actually a rescreening because of what happened before with the fucking like Corona and blah blah blah. Oh, is Stranger Things this Friday? Obi-Wan is this Friday? I think it might be Thursday, but I could be wrong.
Well, goddamn, I gotta check my schedule because I'm not watching any of those.
Obi-Wan Kenobi could be good. Darth Vader's coming back. I've been asking for that. Come on, Star Wars shit. Like we gotta watch it, dude. So I'm kind of down for that. Oh, for you for sure. Okay, Obi-Wan's Friday, so my bad. Yeah, and I thought that too, Lucero. Movie theaters were done. Just released the streaming. Damn it. No. I guess lots of us were wrong about that because I was saying that streaming is going to be done not in the coming years, but possibly by 2025. But it's having such a rampant like boost up that I think I'm wrong. I think that No, people really want to just go to movie theaters, so that's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad that I was wrong about that. But yeah, it is what it is. The senior year movie. So I do want to watch that. That looks funny. But that's already on F movies, so I'm going to assume that that had to have been posted like on
What
Hulu.
what movie?
So it's this time travel movie. It's not that crazy, by the way. So don't get mad. No,
Mm,
don't get mad. No, 'cause I knew that was gonna come, but you might like this. So it's this girl who it's on Netflix. Nice one.
mm.
Once again, you might like this. It's this girl who apparently got in a car wreck or something. Rebel Wilson, and she's not doing fat shit. She's actually skinny in this. Um, but yeah, she had this car accident or something happened, coma, and somehow she has to go back to school, kind of like a Billy Madison story.
Oh, you know what? I have heard of that. I actually was thinking about watching that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I took a big ass. I took too much water than I thought I was gonna fucking need to take. But I guess it was a coma, not a time thing. But the way to make it sound, because like, if it's a coma, now this movie's stupid. Because, so you had a coma, so now you can just come to fucking school and just be an adult walking around all these kids? That's ridiculous. I'm
I feel
sorry.
like they have some. I feel like they have something else that you do if you're like if you're over like maybe I think 19 or 20 and you have to go back to school. I feel like they have you do something else, not actually go back to school with the fucking teenagers.
Yeah. By the way, I know nothing about this movie. I'm just guessing. By the way, because people are just like, well, actually, kind of cheerleading, and actually, it wasn't Time Machine. It's like I don't know. These movies are ridiculous.
You're just giving me all the wrong facts, and then when we
Yeah.
actually do watch it, you're just gonna be like,
At
this
no
is nothing
point.
like how you said. This is gonna be like how Doug Walker fucked up when he was talking about the aristocrats.
Oh God, I remember like he did a video to. I could be wrong about this, you fucking nerds, but I could have sworn he did like this video where he was doing like this. He had like a lab coat on or something. He was like, "Oh, another thing about the aristocrats, you were wrong about this." And he was doing all this stuff.
Aristocrats.
Wait, I fucked that up.
I probably accidentally said aristocrats, but it's aristocats.
No, I think that's what I just said.
You said crats.
I don't know. But he did that. Yeah, Ryan saying people are pissed when Doug called the leopard and Tarzan a cheetah. Okay, you know what? That's kind of fair. Like, because that's not some like mythological creature or anything. It's like, it is a thing. But still, it is what it is. Thank you, LaCroix. He says Jet super Ron. Yeah, fuck Jet. God damn it. Not just playing. I'm sorry. I love you. But anyways, I don't know, man. But that movie senior year looks actually pretty cool. Like I wouldn't mind watching it. I'm sure you'll be fine to watch it, Jet, with your crazy ass. But you know, who knows? But you see, Ryan says the funniest example when Doug did a vlog review for Moana. He referred to the giant crab as a turtle. That's fucking great. I like me some Doug, man. Doug Walker is actually pretty hilarious. But anyways, guys, that being said, it's time to get into something, and it's gonna be a weird review. But wow, that's a quick transition. That's never moved that fast before in my fucking whole goddamn life. But people, it's butt boy time. Now, normally right now we'd be doing bit bounties, which we definitely still can end up doing on this show if like Corey takes too long or whatever. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it all depends if we're allotted enough time to do so. But I did want to talk about something that I am fully aware of being absolutely fucking insane. But you know, we gotta talk about it. There's this movie that we watched last night that came out back in 2019. I thought this was new when Jeb pulled this up. But yeah, this came out back in 2019 and is apparently on Tubi. So all of you guys can watch this shit for free.
We I watched it on well, at least we watched it on Amazon because it's actually free on Amazon Video with ads.
Okay. Yeah, that was on Tubi too. Cause you know, maybe I'm getting that mixed up because I was looking up another movie that was about shit called Monstered. Maybe I'm getting that confused because that's for sure on Tubi as well. Lots of amazing things on Tubi, guys. Like Tubi is pretty fucking great. But anyways, but all of you guys can actually watch this movie. But really quick, people to chat. Have you guys heard of this Butt Boy? You guys ever heard of Butt Boy, the movie? You know, obviously, you know this what do you call this, like a graphic or whatever. I haven't seen this, but because every time I look up the movie in the last like 24 hours, it's just that dude in the shower, just like miserable, like just like he hating his fucking life and shit. But it is what it is. Yeah, I have. Oh, you have through one of us. Okay. So yeah, and they be reviewing fucking everything over there. One of us. So yeah, probably a Screener Squad episode, right, Mauricio? But anyways, I gotta ask this before we get into the movie. Jet, how the fuck did you stumble upon this? Why did you stumble upon this? What were you thinking?
Like I said before, I have a saved thing. Might be from Reddit, it might be from 4chan. Who knows? I'm not giving out complete that information that kind of talks about these types of movies. And for that, I pick out a random one to watch, and there we go.
And there we go. Wow, well that's just fucking crazy. Put my phone over here in case Corey calls me. Yeah, I'm talking about Butt Boy. Hold on. So I'll put that right there. But yeah, in case you don't know, this movie is one of those movies that the title and the premise are literally spoilers for the movie. Yet somehow the movie is still going to flip things around where you can still be legitimately surprised by most of the shit going on, during the movie. So yeah, if we're we're definitely putting a spoiler warning out there if you guys give a fuck enough. But you could just sit around, watch the review, chill with us, shoot the shit, ask questions if you want to. And you can still go watch the movie and still enjoy it, I think. Because, yeah, it's nuts. So, yeah, we're about to get spoilery in this bitch, so don't bitch. But basically, this film is about a dude named Chip who is an IT tech, and he has this obsession with sticking things inside of his asshole. It starts off with, it's so fucking stupid. I'm talking about synopsis of this movie. It starts off as a simple kink, but then it turns into basically a dangerous problem where he ends up being responsible for a missing kid. So he ends up masking his addiction with another by saying he's an alcoholic. Goes to we call that the AAA meeting, or yeah, AA meetings. I said AAA like AAA battery. Fucking stupid.
I mean, your guess is better than fucking mine.
He goes to these meetings, or whatever, and years later he ends up meeting this dude named Russell Fox, a newly sober detective, and this detective also just so happens to be attached to this case of the missing child. And this missing child just so happens to go missing at Chip's workplace, and he ends up, Russell ends up suspecting that Chip indeed likes sticking things up his ass. He quite potentially has anally ate this fucking kid. So that's pretty much it. There you go. It's a missing person story. It's a detective story. And it's a little bit of a horror movie, to be honest. Like, there's points in the movie where I was like, this is kind of disturbing. And yeah, I'm fucking like astonished, essentially, because like how much I hated the concept of this movie and how much I didn't want to watch it, and then just how much I ended up loving it. Which, spoiler for that, I love this movie. It was like, what the fuck? Am I just tired? Like, why the? And I watched a little bit of this again today just to be like, okay, let me see if I'm full of shit. Maybe I was just tired. No, I love this movie. Like, I fucking love this fucking movie. It's great. It's awesome. But I will say, Jed, when did you realize that my love for this movie was actually sincere as fuck?
Like, when you were like up around like fucking 12 o'clock your time to watch it.
Hmm. I go to sleep pretty early, guys, just because I gotta work early for Corey and shit. And this one, I was like, no, we're not stopping this. We're not gonna watch half and watch half later. We're finishing this fucking movie. We got to. It's one of those you got tos. So I was very glad that we kind of kept watching it and whatnot too. And I guess that's a great way to tell if I really like it. But Jed, do you think this movie at all ended up being like a hell of a lot better than what it was meant to be? Because for a movie called Butt Boy, I think there's a lot more here than just butts and boy.
I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be a lot crazier, but how it turned out was just kind of like, you know what? It's slow at points, but it kind of fits in his ass.
Yeah, well, it kind of fits. Like that's fucking that's interesting. Like terminology there. It kind of fits. Everything fits. If you guys see the movie, you guys will know exactly what we're talking about. But what are some standout points for the movie? For you, Jet. Like, what's something that separates this from just a typical B movie, random, wacky bullshit?
To be honest, I would say the last 30 minutes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised because I thought it was like there's points in the movie like way earlier on that I was like, wow, like even that shit's good. Like I kind of liked what was doing like when the car chase scene was going on when he was like trying to like look for the kid and kind of like trying to figure out like, hey dude, is there something going on? Like, cause like so here's one big thing that I was kind of confused about. Maybe you can explain this to me. But like, I don't know how he suspected that he was like eating people with his ass. Like the detective saying like, I think hey boss, I think he's like sticking people up his ass, whatever. Why did he suspect that? Just because the dog was missing? Like, he could have just killed the dog and then ate him or hit him in the trunk or something. Why did you think he was in his ass? Like, that was kind of odd.
Uh, you know, I I feel like they did explain it, but I was also I'll be honest, I put this movie on because both of us were doing stuff at the time, like playing games and stuff like that. And we wanted just a movie to put on the side, but then it just got so interesting where we're just like, our games can stop. We got to pay attention to this.
Yeah, yeah. It got to a point where I was like, yeah, we got to make sure to pay attention now because this movie
It's
is
probably a
ridiculous.
whole connection of just like, oh, like a kid went missing at his place, and then all of a sudden things around his house are missing, especially a dog. Probably something around those lines, just like, oh, he has a missing dog, but then like a child's also missing at his workplace. It's a weird way to connect the two, but it's just like, I mean, hey, it worked.
Yeah, dude. I thought that was strange. I think that the movie, because I mean, like, it doesn't go as apeshit as I thought it was going to be. It could have been a lot more ridiculous as you're watching the movie. But then it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this some love because, you know, it does like for the fans, or not fans, because this movie doesn't have no fans, but for the viewers that clicked on this because, but boy, I want to see some butts. I want to see some boys. I want to see some crazy shit. Like they have to accept the movie for being a real movie at first before they get their wacky shit because as you said the last 30 minutes it does get wacky and it becomes everything that you wanted it to be, but the problem is like it's a very small part of the movie while the rest is for the people who probably thought the shit was dumb and were like, I'm not going to watch this. Well, they made a movie in case they were going to get those people to watch this. I think like the first half of this movie was for me and the second half was for you. Does that make any
You
sense?
know what? Yeah, that actually does.
Because the first half reminds me of like a little bit of, I would say, Collateral, a little bit of the Little Things, a little bit of Seven, some detective work, and then like in the middle, kind of reminds me of like Clerks or Superbadish because it gets really funny. Like the dialogue between the detective and that dude are very like awkward but very hilarious. It reminds me of like an SNL skit or something. So that shit became very very funny. But then the second half and like the more so the end, it's like fucking crazy what happens. Like there's a big thing that we won't spoil here, but like one of the last scenes we see in the movie is so intense that I was like, you guys actually had a budget for this movie. Like this wasn't just some dumb shit that you're just like, well, whatever. Like this was fucking great. So I love seeing that, man. I really, really love seeing what they did with this towards the end, and I feel like this movie had no business being that entertaining or that good. Like not even fucking slightly. So I don't know, man. I mean, this is a recap. I don't want to go too intense with these. I don't want to go too long with these reviews. But I'm gonna go and get my rating out there, man. Because of everything that I said, I think that if you are a dummy who wants to watch a dumbass movie, you got something here. You're gonna love this. You're gonna be a little bit bored because it's a little long, but you're gonna love this. And then if you're forcing somebody else to watch it with you, you're gonna be like, hey, like this movie was actually pretty good too, and we can actually have a dialogue about it, blah blah blah. And it was just shot well. It was actually pretty good too. People that are trying to make movies can learn from watching this movie because they took a stupid premise and made it bigger and better. For that, I was struggling with it, but 3.5 out of 5. I was gonna give this a 4, but I can't give a movie a 4 having this dumb of a concept. I mean, I'm gonna admit that a big part of the reason why I love this is because my expectations were so low. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be that biased. I love this movie, but it's a 3.5 out of 5. I can't go fucking higher than that. Jet, take it away, you main eventer. What would you rate this movie?
I'll go a little bit lower than you and just give this a straight up three. Because while the last 30 minutes like really had my attention, like, oh my god, this dude's ass is literally just hammer space. Um,
Why the hammer space?
I think that might be the correct term for it because I'm just thinking like, what is it fucking called in video games where like people can literally like stuff so many things like in their pockets and stuff that they have an infinite like storage space. Like I think with cartoons it's called hammer space, but I know there's another name. But I'm just like, this dude can literally stuff all these things up his asshole. It's just like, god damn the infinite amount of things he can hide up there.
Oh my god,
Like
dude.
it just became so fucking bizarre to where it's just like, oh my, like holy shit, this is fucking hilarious.
But yeah, so you give this a 3 out of 5?
Yeah, but I will say like the beginning pretty slow or whatever, but I don't really think that's a bad thing because the atmosphere of it, well, like the concept is stupid as fuck, everyone's playing it so straight towards just like, this is stupid. Someone has to explain. Well, someone has to realize how dumb this shit sounds. And then you got a character saying that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, and it's just like, oh, they're aware. They're
Yeah,
actually
very
aware,
aware.
and that's actually pretty damn funny to me. So yeah, like while it is slow and like in the first part, the second half like really takes it off for me. So yeah, I'll give it a three.
Give it a 3. Okay. So here's the thing, though, Jet. You know what we're gonna do now?
What?
I just gave you a link to get into the watch together. We're gonna watch the new Thor: Love and Thunder trailer together as a family. Get your ass in there. Let me see. I'll see when you pop in. People, we're gonna watch the Thor and Love and the Thor. That's not what it's called at all. We're gonna watch the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer together live. It just came out during the NBA playoffs. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That sound like a bird?
A little.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, people. Thug, Love and War. I wish it was Love and War. I want these fucking idiots to go to the war. Anyways, I'm sorry. No, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be happy. All right, guys, here we go. This is Thor, Love and Thunder. Thunder. We can watch it together and let's see if this is actually good.
Kids, get your popcorn now. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape. He went from dad bod to god bod. And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon.
Jane? The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been like? 3, 4 years?
8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, give or take.
Am I, sensing feelings?
Well, you're right.
The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
So this is my vow. All gods will die. I just want to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
What's the song?
You never forget your first.
You are not like the other gods of kill.
Because I have something worth fighting for.
Let's see who you are. And take off your disguise. And flick.
Oh, you flipped too hard, damn it!
Should we help him?
And eventually, grape.
The real
Alright,
question
yeah.
is, will that last joke actually be in the movie?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question in general. It's like, will any of this be in the movie? Because they take shit off this all the fucking time because they're assholes, because Marvel sucks. But, I'm gonna let you go first. Thoughts, Obama?
I feel like it's definitely gonna go more on the funny side rather than more serious. Obviously.
Yeah.
I will say there are things in this I absolutely do not like, which is I'm just gonna go out and say I hated his romance in Thor 1 and 2. I did not care for that character whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
I don't like that character
I didn't.
either.
Yeah, no, like I thought that romance was boring, and the fact they're bringing it back, it's kind of like.
Do you think they're actually bringing it back? I don't think they're bringing it back, though. I think that it's going to be a side boss towards the main boss, and then Thor's going to need her help, and then maybe our big emotional, like, oh god, our gut wrench is going to be her dying. But I don't think there's going to be any romance there. I think Thor is, like, he's bigger than that right now, I think, in my opinion. But
That or basically it's gonna go the lesbian route. I don't like it could.
that could, I mean, but I feel like that'd be trying too hard slightly. I feel like that'd be kind of silly for them to do that. But I don't want to be one of those guys like, oh, I don't like woke stuff, man. But like that would be a little like, okay, you're trying, Marvel. Like let's not do that for just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? That's kind of odd. Would it win extra points for you if they did go the lesbian route?
like I said, I don't really like. I didn't really. What's her name? Was it Jane?
Jane?
What the
Yeah.
fuck was her?
Jane.
Yeah, I didn't really like Jane in the first and second movie once again. So it's just like, but I do like Valkyrie. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. If it was any other character, I'd be like, oh shit, oh, okay, let's go. But it's Jane. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fine, I guess.
So, let me see really quick. I want to look up an article. This was in April 18, 2022. So let's just learn from things, guys. I mean, I'm not going to do all this, like figuring shit out on my own. I'm going to let the articles do it. So we at Nerdist are big fans of Thor, and we always are here for more God of Thunder content. Lucky for us, Kevin Feige agrees. Blah, blah, blah. We'll move on. The film picks up after the events of Avengers Endgame, but the titular God of Thunder retired from avenging, hanging with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And during some soul searching, but naturally, it doesn't last too long because he's roped into his latest mission. Okay. By the way, you're not giving us anything we don't know by watching a fucking trailer there, Nerdist. Thor's been through the ringer because Corey calls him, and Corey calls him when he's streaming usually, so that's always a problem. Jet, take it away. I'll be right back, okay?
I mean, okay, I don't know what to say, but yeah, unlike Nico over there, I actually really liked Thor Ragnarok. He's gonna hate me for saying that, but I actually enjoyed the movie because I'll be honest, like when it comes to movies, I'll either go like, yeah, this needs to be very, very funny and like very like enjoyable to me, or it has to be incredibly like soul crushing depressing. Like, but there's really no in between for me when it comes to Marvel movies nowadays. I mean, like if they do come in between, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I mean, whatever, it happened, so what? And with Thor Ragnarok, I'm just like, I mean, it's funny. Like, it's much better than the first fucking two. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah. I disagree. Well, okay, it's much better than those because at least it's kind of funny, but like it ruins other shit that's not Thor, and that's something I fucking cannot forgive that movie for.
I think it actually did Thor pretty well, and it went in a different direction for him. Just like, yeah, like, dude, like you don't need that fucking hammer. You're worthy in other ways.
But yeah, let me see. So let me just look at this last little bit. If Nerds doesn't give us anything more in this one bit, then we'll just move on. But it says the film finds Thor on a journey unlike anything he's ever faced, a quest for inner peace. But his retirement is interrupted by a galactic killer known as Gore, the God Butcher. Gore. I'm gonna look him up really quick. Gore, the God Butcher.
I will say, like, if that fucking dude who looks like he's just covered in chalk is supposed to be the main villain, I'm gonna go ahead and say he's probably gonna be weak villain.
That's cool as fuck. No, I like the idea of that, and he looks creepy in the comics here. It says it fell from the sky many years ago on a world without a name.
He literally does not look scary whatsoever. I would literally pull on his hair strings.
What's his attributes like? Let me look at his powers. He has combat skills. Combat skills. Oh shit, for real? Can he fight? Is he a villain? Does he have eyes? You fucking wow. That just won Jet's point right there. Like his abilities. He can fight.
Are you sure you got the right character?
Yeah, this is Gore the God Butcher. There he is, Gore. Gore the God Butcher. It looks different on there, but anyways, let me go back to powers though, because that's fucking hilarious. Gore has at least 3,000 years of combat experience and is skilled enough with weapons to deal with gods with ease. Very, very fucking boring storytelling. Master torturer. He is very skilled torturer and has claimed that he tortured a god of torture. What? Why are comic books so badly written? God. Weena says, no, we're not going to get that. Weapons, currently none. Yeah. I officially don't give a fuck. That's garbage. That's garbage.
My problem is they could have took liberties and made him look a bit different, I guess, but he does not look threatening.
He doesn't. I'll try to give this one more shot. Okay, even after death, Gore had managed to leave his mark on the Thor of Earth 616, which is the one that we know from the movie. And Gore's philosophy was responsible for Thor becoming unworthy and being unable to lift the hammer. Gore's consciousness. Thank you for the love. Reggie White is back. I said Reggie White is black. That would have been funny. Gore's consciousness was contained inside all black, finally at peace in an empty void without gods. Eons after his death, Gore was resurrected by King Loki. Oh, so they're using that shit still too? And then people are gonna get mad, by the way, that like King Loki is obviously fucking dead, because Loki's dead, or he's in that other show.
We gotta take like in account that like it's probably not gonna happen this way. Like this way probably happened in the comics. It's probably not gonna happen in the way in the movies.
Crucifying Thor and Loki, Gore mocked them both, but was blasted into orbit by the power of the All-Father. Recalling the scattered pieces and offshoots of All Black, Gore engaged All-Father Thor in a battle that had devastated solar systems, vowing to make Thor watch as he slaughtered the inhabitants of Midgard and all remaining life and the cosmos before creating his own and ensuring they were devoid of the need for worship. Attacked by Loki, Gore mutilated him before engulfing both brothers in All Black, declaring he had transcended mortality and became not a mere god but a force of nature. That's kind of cool, because the fact that he's all gray in that trailer, he could be one of those things where like they do a move on him, like electric move, like bzzz, Thor, power of fucking lameness, blah, 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 blah. And then like he can like turn into dust and be like, whoosh, and then grabs him and starts choking him or some shit. Not gonna happen. The gods who Thor saved and sent to Indigar billions of years in the past were awakened by the goddess of thunder, who returned in time to save their grandfather and uncle. Overwhelmed, Gore was decapitated by. Well, then if he can be decapitated, then who gives a fuck? Like, what?
Dang, you're just spoiling the comic books for everyone who's gonna read them.
Fuck those nerds. God, this sucks. Thor sucks.
I don't even know why you're reading. I don't even know why you're reading that in the first place. I was just like, hey, there ain't nothing here.
I'm trying. Well, because I'm trying to squeeze something out of the stupid shit that's Thor: Love and Thunder. But god damn, looks like shit. So that's why I asked Jet to talk about it, because I was like, she could say something, and then you said what I was gonna say, which is like, there's nothing here. He looks like shit. I'm like, I'm trying, Jet. I'm trying to fucking lie to myself and go, maybe there's something here. Maybe you guys aren't a bunch of fucking fools who like this shit. But it's stupid.
I think the reason why I'm not feeling this one as much as I was just like, was feeling like Thor Love and Thunder trailer, and not Thor Ragnarok's trailer, whatever. I guess because it focuses more like once again on the romance, which I did not like in the first two movies. I hated it. So it going back to that, especially when you have Valkyrie too, who's like honestly like much better romance option, just kind of like, man.
I feel like that's still gonna happen. Him and Valkyrie are gonna do a thing. That has to happen.
I like her more than fucking Jane. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I'll tell that much. I'll tell right now, goddammit. I don't know why. What he says, show is kind of funny. But anyways, guys, that's our review.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. But no, that's. I got nothing else to say about it. I'm sure Jet doesn't either. Like, it's just Gore's in this. We'll see what Gore does. Maybe Gore will add some gore to the movie. Maybe he does some fucked up shake, grabs someone's head. He's like, shut the fuck up, and then they fart, and then they die, and then just shit comes out of their neck.
He just does not look cool to me, like whatsoever. They just look like
He looks like Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat.
That's what I was thinking. Like, he looked like some old person from fucking Mortal Kombat, some bald-headed old person who does fucking magic and more form of fucking combat. Like, damn, like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can show it again. I put the theme back on, Jet. So sorry if I scared you. We're trying to find it again. Let me see. Where are they gonna show?
Loud as hell. Ah!
Sorry, I'm sorry. There he is. Okay, so that's him right there, guys.
Bald-headed Quan Chi looking ass.
Yeah, there he is right there, guys. So I'm gonna look up something really quick. Let me go ahead and.
Yeah, he needs to brush his fucking teeth.
Quan Chi, Mortal Kombat. Let's see. Yeah, he looks exactly like fucking Quan Chi. Bam.
Quan Chi.
Quan Chi. Quan Chi looks cooler than his stupid ass. This sucks. This sucks ass. Guys, this sucks. Oh, you fucking nerd.
They already had like villains that looked like him. Like in the first Guardians, the first villain like looked like him because he was fucking blue. It's just like, damn, give him some more prosthetics, something. Cause this shit's boring.
Well, give him those things that he had on his head. He was like, and then like they came down like little like chicken noodles and they're hanging down. Like, give him that shit.
Yeah, like take some fucking liberties. Change them up. Doesn't mean not boring.
Anyways, guys, that being said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Thor: Love and Thunder
Old
looks like
bald-headed scallywag.
People, the music be playing. You guys know where to find us. You're pretty much right here. But we out of this motherfucker. Goodbye. Stay toasty. Get out of here. Fucks. Big farts. Sticky ones.
Back to my game.
So smelly. So smelly. Smelly.
Stop talking about butt boy.
What?
Stop talking about butt boy like this.
Smelly butt boy with the smelly butts, and the smelly butt, and the butts. People, I'm only still talking because it won't let me leave, and I'm trying to raid Mr. Revenant 7. Send him over. Tell him we said hi. Go enjoy yourselves, and most importantly, go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.